Just gonna test the sound here real quick with a little Hine Matov, and we'll get started. Wishing you all Shabbat Shalom, almost Shavua Tov. I'm heading over to Facebook. Stephen Weiss, Free Synagogue, is live streaming now. That's me. Oh, hi. I'm going to click into that. Turn off the sound. Aryeki, hine mato shevet achim gam yachad, hine mato manayim shevet achim gam yachad, hine mato manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hi Sandra, hine mato man. Hi Ire. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hi Jerry. Hinei matov manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov, hinei matov. Hi Jerry. Yanai la 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 la. Hinei matov, hinei matov. Yanai la 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 la. Hinei matov manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad, hinei matov manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. How's the sound, everybody? Hi, Sandra. Sandra Shapira. I just remembered why your name looks familiar to me. Shapira is the name of somebody whose DNA I matched up with, another Shapira, who has a lineage going back to Chernowitz for the Friedman family. Good sound, even though on my screen it says the video has ended. I'm going to ignore it because last week everyone said I'm still on, so I just keep going. But apparently the live video, it says on Facebook the live video has ended for me, but apparently to everyone else it just keeps going. Hi Sandra. Hi Andy. Hopefully these comments still keep going, even though I'm seeing the screen is not functioning. Yep, I'm still on. According to this, it's just a very strange bug. The screen is not. So, you were once the only Shapira in the entire New York area phone book. Well, Shapira, this one is in California. They're in California, so I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about DNA relative who, with the last name Shapira, who's in California. Hi, Alan. Oh, I love you too. Alan Freire de Lima. Very cool name. Hi, Robin. Hi, Gerald. Shavua Tov to you too. My old friend Gerald from Wyoming. Robert, Berlin. Shavua Tov to you as well. I'm gonna get bim bum bim 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 bum bim 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 bum bitty 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 bim bum bim 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 bum bim 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 bim. Shalom ima. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Hinei matov manayim shevet achim gam יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב הנה מה טוב יאללה יאללה לה 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 הנה מה טוב הנה מה טוב יאללה יאללה לה 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 היי אנדי הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. All right, let's pull up Havdalah. And if you got stuff, take it out. And I don't have to be the only one doing all this. You can do it too. Anyone can do it. You just need some spices. Sorry, some spices. You need some wine. And you need, oops, you need a, sorry about that. Oh my goodness. I'm very clumsy this evening. And you need a candle. Okay, so we're going to do that. See if that stays put. Okay, now I'm going to share my screen with you. And here we go, share screen. There we go. Did anyone contact reformjudaism.org and tell them to fix up their Havdalah? I didn't do it. Maybe I'll do it this week. Okay, somebody can do it. הנה ישועתי אבטח ולא אפחד כי עוזי וזמרת יד אדוני ויהי לי ישועה. ושבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה ושבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה מים 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 בששון מים 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 בששון מים 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 בששון מים 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 בששון ושבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה שבתם מים בששון ממעייני הישועה מים 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 הם מים בששון מים 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 הם מים בששון מים 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 בששון מים 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 בששון לאדוני ישועה עולם חביר חתך סלע אדוני צבאות עמנו משכב לנו אלוהי יעקב סלע אדוני צבאות אסורי אדם בוטח בך אדוני הושיע המלך יעננו ויום קורנו ליהודים העת האורה העת האורה ושמחה וששון That is from the book of Esther, actually. That little quote there, which we just finished Esther, the book of Esther. So, and we'll continue with Women's Month. Next Saturday, I will not be doing Havdalah with you, most likely. There's a possibility I might be doing it with friends later in the evening, but it only depends on what the circumstances are. If we're up to do it, then that's fine. If not, it'll probably be a later show, and probably with friends. But I am leading a Havdalah with the women's organization. So if I was able to set up there, maybe I could live stream from there. It's at a congregant's home, though, so I don't know. I don't know if they want that. But anyway, I may or may not be online next week, next Saturday. I just want to make that clear. Okay, before I begin this Havdalah. So take out your stuff and let's do this. Hope yours is lit. No, not like mine. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Ve'eno lechoshech ben Yisrael le'amim. Ben yom hashvi'i le'sheshet yamei hama'aseh. Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Baruch atah Adonai hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Put it out, the candle into the wine. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Chatoteinu yimchol. Zareinu v'chosmenu yarbe kechol. Ve'akochavim b'layla. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishvi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimhera v'yamedu, Yahavo Eloheinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David. Miriam Hanaviyah, Oz v'zimra beyada. Miriam tirkod itanu lehagdil zimrat olam. Miriam tirkod itanu letaken et haolam. Bimhera v'yamedu Yitavienu El Mea Yeshua, El Mea Yeshua. Miriam Hanaviyah, Oz v'zimra וירא מרים תרבוריתנו לתקן את העולם. מרים תרבוריתנו להגדיל זמרת עולם. שבוע טוב, may you have a good week, may you find the happiness you seek. Shavua tov, may your week be fine, may it be as sweet as the seventh wine. Shavua tov. Okay, friends, let's check in. Shavua tov to all. Hope you have a good week and you find the happiness that you seek. He'll be away next week. Yeah, most likely away. I might surprise you. I don't know. Maybe with friends, maybe not. Not sure. Oh my gosh, the best Shavua Tov you've ever heard. That Shavua Tov. Shavua Tov, you have a good week. May you find the happiness you seek. That is Jeff Klepper. We can thank Jeff Klepper for that one. My friend, my colleague, brilliant composer, and also a graduate of the Bar Mitzvah program and confirmation program at Stephen Wise Free Synagogue. He's very proud of having been raised a New Yorker at Stephen Wise. Would love to bring him back, bring him and Danny Freelander back, if possible. Would be very cool. For a concert or something like that would be kind of cool. Doing a new song. Oh, okay. Doing my new song for you. Yeah, why don't I just play it for you guys? Like play the video. I mean, I have the rights to it, so I could just share with you the video of what I did. It was basically that Cheryl Rose Uton. I love hearing your full name, Cheryl Rose. I like Rose. It's very sweet. 93-year-old lady at your temple had a bat mitzvah this morning. That's very cool. I was an adult bar mitzvah. I mean, I wasn't 13 years old, but I was 23 years old. So I was 10 years late. So that would be amazing. So So back to Cheryl's request. She wanted to hear "Children Sing Again in the Land of Rain." Basically, it's a song that I composed for film, and I actually recorded something else for it. It's going to be in the film. This is going to be in the film. I participated in this film called J'accuse, which means I accuse, and it's an accusation against Lithuania. Oh, Lev Garfine says Aaron Alexander and the Kids Klezmer Band. We had this Kids Klezmer Band for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years or something like that. We were making a go of it there with the Klezmer series, that's headed by Aaron Alexander. Thank you, Lev, for remembering that. Would love to bring that back too. Anyway. I wrote this song called "Children Sing Again in the Land of Rain," and basically I wrote an article about it. I wrote an article about it for Times of Israel, and I made a video. So what I can do is I can just share the video with you guys. But I don't know if that's what everyone wants to hear that or not. But it's basically it's a song about Holocaust. It's a song about a specific Holocaust that happened in Lithuania, not by the Nazis, but by Lithuanians. And the Lithuanian who headed this Holocaust in Lithuania was his name was Jonas Norieka, and his granddaughter Sylvia Foti revealed the real history, along with my cousin Grant Gochin, who sometimes tunes into this Havdalah program. I don't know if he's here tonight or not, but sometimes he tunes in. And this song I wrote for the film, and it just tells their story, and basically the cover-up of the Lithuanian government that has its own department of genocide cover up. Basically, they cover up the whole Holocaust and they blame it on the Nazis, but take no credit at all for themselves as having instigated the Holocaust. So I'm going to load that up and I'll just share it with you. Children, anyone can look it up and watch it. Children sing again in the land of rain. And I composed it in basically in one weekend and recorded it in one weekend. And my kids are singing in it. My two boys are singing the children's part. There's a children's choir. I'm gonna share my screen with you, and I'll show you the article that I wrote. Share screen, share sound, optimize for video clip. God willing, this will work. I always have issues with this stuff. Anyway, so this is called, what is this here? This needs to get out of the way. So here, new Holocaust song, Children Sing Again in the Land of Rain. This is my blog on Times of Israel. I wrote this whole article all about the video that I made. You can read it in Times of Israel. And thank you for that advertisement. And basically, I go through the song and the lyrics and I explain it because, I'm not a famous songwriter like Leonard Cohen, but Leonard Cohen, by the way, and Bob Dylan both are of Litvak descent. They are descended from Litvaks. So I asked the question there, as the film does, and they have this list of this kind of glory list of notable Litvaks, and that appears in the film, and I do that in this video. But this is it. Children Sing Again in the Land of Rain, and the Land of Rain is Sylvia Fotti's book. It's called the Land of Rain because that's actually the name for Lithuania. They call it the Land of Rain. Okay, but hers is Storm in the Land of Rain. That's the name of her book. But Storm is the name of Jonas Noreika. So there's a lot of coded language in this, and just like Leonard Cohen and Bob Dylan have kind of very sources, to their music. I say here the storm refers to Jonas Noreika. His mother, who has hammered sickles against the crimson sky, refers to Russia. The fight for Lithuanian independence is in the backdrop of the Holocaust, with people like Jonas Noreika. People like Jonas accusing Jews of being too successful in business and urging Lithuanians not to do business with us, but simultaneously accusing us of being sympathetic to the communism of Russia. You can't have it both ways. You can't be both too successful in business and yet also a communist. It makes no sense. The accusations make no sense. But none of this matters. There doesn't require a rationale. So, and I go through all these other things. Bloods of our brothers. It's a biblical reference. So anyway, I include in the video a lot of photos. So I'm just going to play it. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to just play it for you guys since this was requested. And God willing, this will work. Let's see. I recorded it right here in my studio. That's Jonas Noreika. And I'm singing like Leonard Cohen, intentionally. Sing again in the land of rain. The fountain. These are the documents, the actual documents that he signed. His order was You and us spells out Jonas. That's the way you pronounce it. Noreka. That's the garage. This is they're loading up all of the Jews to the ghetto. This is actual footage. Look like this is in the town Plunge. And they talk about this teacher and the children. There's a rocking horse there. This is this is the actual chess table that was returned to a family whose home. This is one of the pits. This is the garage. These are other children from other schools.
Behind his bright blue eyes there lay a waste of withered souls. The thousands lay contorted, etched upon our burning scrolls. The heavy earth above us heaved as we breathed and wailed and cried. For weeks our moans were heard below until at last we died. Have they no shame in their congregation? Their lives remain in the land of rain. Speak truth to pain, will not refrain. Children sing again in the land of rain.
This is where I imagine everyone, had they not gone out of Lithuania.
Bobby stayed forever young.
That's Bob Dylan.
Lenny missed his secret chord. There's no wind beneath Beth's wings. Yasha didn't touch the violin. Never saw Al's whole film sing. But they no shame in their
There's an even longer list in the film.
their lives remain in the land of rain. Speak truth to pain, will not refrain. Children sing again in the land of rain. The leaders wear sad faces in farce of masquerade.
This is the fraud that Neighborhood Bully is Bob Dylan's song. That's actually the monument that's for the right after him is the monument for the man who murdered all the people of his ancestors' town. And that's Sylvia Foti.
The lies remain in the land of rain. Speak truth to pain, will not refrain. Children sing again in the land of rain. Who is Sylvia?
That's Grant on the left, and Jonas Noreka in the middle, and Sylvia Foti on the right. That's her parents, or grandparents, I should say. Sorry.
A generation healed, our children's voice voices sing again. The truth has been revealed. Have they no shame? And they're gone gay. The lies remain on the land of rain. Speak truth to pain, will not refrain. Children sing again in the land of rain. Children sing again in the land of
So yeah, so what I was trying to explain there during that, hopefully this all came out just fine and you all heard it. Um, uh, I'm gonna go back to Facebook. I can't watch you and watch the live stream at the same time while I'm sharing my screen, just because I only have one screen. So let me see here if I can get back to Facebook now. Here's my Times of Israel. There's that. Here we go, Facebook. Let's see here. Maybe I should go back in. It says that it's ended, but that is not usually correct. You're still there. Good, good, good.
I'm seeing
So that's that. The video is frozen. It was frozen that whole time. Okay. So oh man, I'm so sorry. I left you frozen for like 7 minutes. For some of you it was frozen. I hope it wasn't frozen for everyone. A little louder, please. I'm so sorry. It was loud enough for me. Oh, thank you, Jerry. At least some people were able to appreciate it. Yeah, it is very special that my sons were involved in this recording, and I'm very pleased to have participated in the film and to be helping my cousin Grant and their friends. And my other cousin, actually, the filmmaker is also a cousin. He's a sixth cousin. Oh, good, Andy. I'm so glad to hear it was not frozen for you. You could hear clearly. Oh, good, 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 good. Well, anyway, the pictures do help. And you see me. Okay. All right, that's good. So yeah, so what the point I was trying to make in terms of I put the murderer, the murderer of Bob Dylan's extended family and his ancestors who remained in Lithuania are being honored by the current Lithuanian government. They put up monuments for them. The murderers of our families in Lithuania, they are given statues, everybody. They're given statues in streets and schools and buildings, and all kinds of things are named after these heroes. They call them heroes, freedom fighters of Lithuanian independence. But in the shadows of all of that is that they were actually propagators of the Lithuanian Holocaust, and none of them have been really put to task in the same way that the Nazis have been in Europe. So in Germany, Nazi Germany. Nazi Germany is blamed for everything, and it seems to, like, some of these other countries, especially Lithuania, seem to feel that they are absolved, and they can just blame it all on the Nazis, and yeah, we were occupied, and this had to happen. But no, that there has to be a kind of admission of truth behind. There has to be an admission of truth behind the people who they elevate as their national heroes, and to just admit the truth behind the history. But they're still propagating Nazi lies, Nazi propaganda. And so, how do you do that? You know, you have to put pressure on them. You have to make a film and have it win awards across the globe, everywhere except for Lithuania, and try to convince Jewish organizations to not support that, which is tough because apparently Jewish organizations don't feel that way, or they're still think that there's a shroud of uncertainty behind this. But we just want the truth to be known. That's all. And for Lithuania to come clean about its Holocaust and about its current day, distortion. It's Holocaust distortion. It's not denial. It's not Holocaust denial. They don't deny the whole Holocaust. In fact, they admit the Holocaust happened and they blame it all on the Nazis, but they don't take any personal credit for it. They try to claim that no Jews were killed by Lithuanians. It was all Nazis, and all of this other stuff is propaganda. All the claims, the over 200 claims, very vivid accounts of what had actually happened in Lithuania, they deny and they obscure. Yeah, that's right, Jerry. That's all. That's what that's about. And God willing, people will hear about it, and God willing, there'll be a response from Lithuania where they basically admit, this is an issue that they are having to contend with, and they come up with a proper response. So I'm very, very glad that this was requested. Your family was killed by Lithuanians too. Yeah, we have dozens and dozens of family that I found finally after discovering my father's side of the family. My mother's side as well. They have many on that side from Poland and from Germany and Ukraine, and they have many of them that were murdered there. But the Lithuanian Holocaust, far more. I mean, none of them survived. Many more survived from my mother's side, I believe, because they escaped to Israel, or to Palestinian mandate, a mandate of Palestine, British mandate. My mother, I call her a Palestinian because she was born in Mandate of Palestine. She has a British birth certificate, which is pretty cool. So that's it. Oh, okay, I got some requests here. I do have some requests. If I had a hammer. Okay, if I had a hammer. All right. Any other requests for music? Let me see. I'm going to pull up if I had a hammer. Here we go. I've pulled up the lyrics. Song by Trini Lopez. Okay. Sometimes Google is interesting. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find a better spot for that. Peter, Paul, and Mary. If I had a hammer. Lyrics. I like Genius, but they have too many ads. Lyrics Genius, lyrics.com. Let's try this one. They have like, all right. Anyway, I'll play this for you here. Let me see if I can share the screen here. I want to get rid of this side thing. Keeps popping up whenever I hate pop-ups, folks. I don't like it. Here we go. If I had a hammer, sing along with me. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer love between brother and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. You gotta scroll down through all these ads. Oh, there's no more? Oh, gosh. Okay, let me just try through here. The full lyrics are up here. Okay. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. I've had a song, I'd sing out the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this world. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. I got a hammer, I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's a bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. All over this land. All over this land. All over this land. All right, there you go. If I had a hammer, there you go. If you had a hammer, what would you do with it? Okay. Chad Gadya. Okay, we're moving into Pesach time. Everybody wants to do a bit of klezmer. Okay. Ze hayom, asa Adonai. Okay, just a minute. Poland. Lithuania. Yep. Okay, ze hayom. Ze hayom, asa Adonai. Ze hayom, asa Adonai. Nagila v'nismechavo, nagila v'nismechavo, nagila v'nismechavo. It's been so long since I've sung this song. I don't even know that I've ever led it before. Ze hayom, asa Adonai. Ze hayom, asa Adonai. Nagila v'nismechavo, nagila v'nismechavo, nagila v'nismechavo, nagila v'nismechavo. Ze hayom, asa Adonai. Ze hayom, asa Adonai. There are many different settings of Ze hayom, asa Adonai, nagila v'nismechavo. This is the day that God has made. Let us rejoice. A bit of klezmer. Okay, bit of klezmer. You'd hammer in financial security and hammer out fear. That sounds great, Andy. I like that. So, if Lev were here, he'd play fiddle and I'd play the guitar and we'd have a little jamboree going on. He knows a lot of klezmer, so everything's in the key of D minor. Thing is, klezmer has a lot of its origins in liturgical music too. Like a lot of these klezmer tunes have actual lyrics attached to them, liturgical oftentimes. Sometimes they're just Yiddish songs, and other times they are liturgicals, like Anyway, that's one of the klezmer tunes you can find. Call it a klezmer tune. All Around the Kitchen by Dan Zanes. Oh, I don't know that I could play it off the top of my head. All Around the Kitchen. I'd have to listen. It's one of those tunes I'd have to listen to. Cats in the Cradle. Okay, fine, I'll do that. Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. It's funny, we were singing that for the boys for bedtime just the other day. We sing songs to our boys. It's a singer family tradition to sing songs at bedtime. We also read stories and stuff. Okay. My child arrived just the other day, came to the world in the usual way. Catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while he was away. Say, I want to be like you, Dad. Say, I want to be like you, Dad. I want to be like you. Maybe this is not the song we sang. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy, little man in the moon. Little don't know the other day. I'm totally thinking of a different song. Oh my gosh, we did not just sing this. We didn't just sing this. It was a different song. We're singing Bye Bye Miss American Pie. Bye Bye Miss American Pie. I don't know why. It's one of those old songs, like, from that era. I'm sorry I mixed that up. So this is like kind of a one of these modal sort of songs. My child just the other day, he came to the world in the usual way. Wherever pains to catch and bills to pay, he learned to walk when I was away. And does you like you, Dad? You know I'm gonna be like you. Silver spoon, little boy blue, and the man in the moon. When you coming down, and I don't know when we'll get together then. We'll have a good time then. I don't know why I'm totally off harmonically and chordally, so I'm not gonna screw this up. I'm gonna do that for next time. Okay? Cats in the Cradle. I'll work on that, Mom. Okay. I know you want to hear that tonight, but yeah, we should play klezmer together and some Dan Zanes too. Maybe Dan Zanes will invite us to play and sing some klezmer and some of his tunes with him. I could back him up on bass. I'll give him a walk-in bass line, and you can give him some klezmer fiddle. I can back him up on guitar too. Let's see here. So yeah, sorry about that, Mom, with the cats in the cradle. I didn't really do it justice. So anyway, I'm going to call it a night. I think I'm going to call it a night just because I'm just not feeling quite on tonight. I'm not quite doing some Yiddish. Okay, some Yiddish. Okay, something Yiddish. Boy, there's so much Yiddish. I just worked on a song actually. I've been working with the Yiddish theater again. When I first got out of cantorial school, actually while I was in cantorial school, I actually worked with Yiddish theater. I did like 4 different productions with them. I did Yam Gazlonim. Actually, that was right after I graduated, I think. I did Yam Gazlonim. I did, which is the Pirates of Penzance in Yiddish. Pirates of Penzance. It's hilarious. It's even funnier in Yiddish. And then I also did. They cast me as Bar Kochba, which I did at HUC. I did the lead role of Bar Kochba in the play Bar Kochba. Actually acted in a play for them. And then I did also some other shows. The biggest one I did was it was actually an equity production. That's how I got my equity card. I have my equity card, thanks to the Yiddish Theater. I was in an equity production called On Second Avenue, and with Mike Burstein, the Broadway actor. So I did some appearances with them for that. And then I took a long hiatus, but I still did some stuff with Zalman. We've done concerts together, and then now they're working on a new show, and they asked me to come in and sing some tunes. So I'm trying to figure out if I can pull that up. Maybe I can pull it up and play it for you. Play a little something. One of the songs we were exploring. I'm not revealing any information. I'm just saying it's a let's see if I can find it. Nope, it's not in here. Okay. Boop-a-doop, shared with me. Let's look at that. Maybe it's in there. I'm so sorry. It's very slow. It's very slow, this computer. I don't know what's going on here. Here we go. I'm pulling it up now. All right. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I didn't play it. I only sang it. Motle avoyle boche, motle a größer Spitz, motle hot viel Hatzloche, weil unser Motel ist ja mollet jetzt. Motle avoyle boche, motle a größer Spitz, motle hot viel Hatzloche, weil unser Motel ist ja mollet jetzt. Jeden stehen euch gegen Barbaren, Teichenblut in jeder Ghetto-Gas. Motel heft Bojen Barrikaden, das Benemilf und Kastweut Blas. In dem Feier finden Neuzen Bläue, durch den Hunger stricken in das Mäuel. Es klebt sein heldisch Herzele von Gräuel, fahr sein Volk schickt der jeden Keul. Motele, avoile Boche, Motele, o größer Spitz, Motele, hot viel Hatzloche, weil unser Motel ist ja mollet jetzt. Motele, avoile Boche, Motele, a größer Spitz, Motele, hot viel Hatzloche, weil unser Motel ist ja mollet jetzt. It's talking about what a great guy Motele is. And I won't tell you any more, but it's a cool song. It's a bissel Yiddish for you. I hope I did it correctly. I'm not used to playing and accompanying myself on that one. You're welcome. I'm glad that you all had a good time and that you're starting your week the right way with Stephen Wise, with me here. Oh, Little Fiddler on the Roof in memory of Topol. You're right, Robert. You're so right. All right. All right. This is in memory of Topol. Chaim Topol passed away. He was in his 80s or something like that. 78, 87, I can't remember. Anyway, I'll find it. I know it from memory. This one I know from memory. But this is for Topol. Oh, dear God, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, there's no shame in being poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yada bigga bada digga 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 dum. If I were a biddy biddy rich, idle diddle digga diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer going down, and one more leading nowhere, just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and ducks and geese, for the town to hear it and here, so walking just as noisily as they can. And which each large would land and cover on the ear, as is to say, here lives a wealthy man. Oi, if I were a rich man, yada gidda daddle digga daddle digga daddle dum, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yada digga daddle digga daddle digga daddle dum. If I were a beetle diddle rich, diddle digga digga daddle man, I'd see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oi, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town would come to phone on me. They'd ask me to advise them, like the great Stephen the Wise. Pardon me, Reb Tevye, if you please, Reb Tevye, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. Yada bye 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 bye. And it wouldn't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall, where I'd discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the greatest gift of all. If I were a rich man, yada bigga daddle digga daddle digga daddle da. If I were a middle daddle, if I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yada digga daddle digga daddle digga daddle da. The Lord who made the lion and the lamb, you declared I shall be what I am. Would it spoil so vast heap to no plan, if I were a wealthy man? That's it. Okay, friends. think I'm just tired. I'm just not quite in the mood to be pulling out songs. But I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you so much. So, all right. Good night, everyone. Laila Tov, Nishikot Chibukim, Chalamot Paz, all those things. And I'll see you next week. Oh, wait, I'll see you the week after the next. Most likely. Okay. Next week I'll be away. I'll be doing the Havdalah for women's Havdalah for the women's organization. If I do show up, it's because I'm live streaming from there, or I'm live streaming from friend's place. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll say see you next week. Take care. Shavua Tov. May you have a good week. May you find the happiness that you seek. Thank you, Victoria. Shavua Tov. Bye, everybody. Okay.